Just telling you, we're going to do a background on these things. I quite impressed myself being able to do this.
Now you got working with two now.
All right, we are on live. All right, let me make sure. Oh, hey, I can sit right here and kind of see both of you. Okay, so I've got two screens going. So welcome to Whole Athlete Group. Glad you are here this morning. My name is Sharon Porter, and I'm excited to hear. I know that Tony and Anthony and Danny here at Whole Athlete have been doing Live for Lives charity drive, and so you will see, there's Mr. Tony back here. So you will see a link for that, and if you would like to donate, because at this point currently we're offering these classes just as a gift. They are a gift to you. They are part of what we can do to bless you and to give to you, and that's just another simple way that you can join in the giving and give to that Live for Lives. Mine as well, if you want to go to Whole Athlete, it's capital HOL, capital ATHLETE, wholeathlete.com, and you could go to their Live for Lives as well if you would like to donate in there. Or feel free to, just donate to me. I'll accept that too. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so it is just it's a time we're all coming together, and it really is a beautiful season, isn't it? As we are able to see so much of humanity really, really pulled together. I think one of the things I've loved the most about part of this is to see how in so much of our culture, we want to think that we're divided or that we are separate. And yet we see things like this come, and what happens is we all come together, and we see so much more of our unity as humanity around the world than we do of our disunity. And it doesn't matter what race we are, what color we are, what socioeconomic status we are at, like we get to see this beautiful piece come together. So I'm thankful that I can be here and offer this and do this live. It's just a ton of fun. So couple things. If something hurts, you need to stop. And you know the difference between good hurt and bad hurt. I expect you to stop if it hurts in a bad way. Okay? Sorry, I need to push my recording on. So if it hurts, stop, because you are going to honor your body. It is really, really significantly important to me. I know we live in a culture of kind of supersize it. Pilates is not that way. Pilates is smaller, and you want to keep those small pieces going, because with the small movement, right, you can actually work much more intentionally. Pilates is a class that the longer you do it, the harder it gets. Love you, it just is what it is. And it is a discipline. So if you're new to Pilates, I would encourage you, try it at least 4 to 5 times, right, before you decide. Again, small is better. Be intentional. And I just want you to take a moment as you pause, like, what do you need this morning? Where are you? Take a nice deep breath in as you get onto your mat, and as you lay down right now. I know I'm talking, so you're doing what I'm saying, not what I'm doing. How are you today, and what do you need? Do you need to work a little harder today because that's going to release some stress for you? Do you need to maybe be a little more gentle on yourself because you're like, that's what you need to de-stress? Are there parts of you that are hurting or not hurting? Just make sure that you pay attention and you honor your body. That's really, really, really important. So I want you just laying down on your mat, and I want you to completely relax your body, okay? Completely relax your body. And if you are on Facebook Live or you're on the YouTube for Whole Athlete, if you have comments or questions, suggestions, you're going to put those in the comments. We will respond to that later. If you're on Facebook Live, I can't do that for you right now, but if you are on my Zoom, guys, all of you in here, I love you. I'm glad to see you. And I want you to make sure that you put any comments or questions into the chat box, because I will be getting up and checking that. And that way, if you need a modification, I can enter that and I can tell you that. I can help you as best possible. And that's my goal. All right? All right, girlies. I know you. Yay. Oh, last time you were here, we couldn't hear what Tony said. I know, because what actually happens is I have a mic on my AirPod. I'm feeling very bougie. I got my AirPod in. And the mic is on here, which is why you can hear me so clearly. But he's not here this morning, so that won't be an issue anyway. But all right, love you guys. You're laying down, and you're going to keep breathing here. I trust you never stop breathing. Not right now anyway. The good Lord has a time for all of us. But right now, this is Pilates time. So you are going to breathe in through your nose. We use posterolateral breath work. And if you are new to my community, I would love for you to give a shout out in the chats. So just take a nice deep breath in. We use that posterolateral breath work. We breathe in through the nose and we open up the rib cage at the same time. So visualize an accordion. Breathe it in, open those ribs. Exhale, feel the rib cage close in. So you really want to feel all the intercostal muscles really opening and spreading as you breathe in through that nose, okay? In and breathe. Exhale. And it's so fun. This is so cool. Keep going. I need you guys to know my sister's in the house and she is in South Africa. So it's so cool that we get to do this around the world together. I just love what technology right now is doing. As a mom, I have not really always loved technology, but now in these circumstances, fabulous. Okay, as you're exhaling, I want you to force the air out. You're thinking about getting all the stale air out of the bottom of your lungs. All right. You're breathing in through that nose, out through that open mouth, relaxed jaw. All right. Every breath in, you're opening the rib cage. Every breath out, you are connecting through that center. Now the whole point within Pilates with the core is that you maintain, and with this posterolateral breath work, is that you maintain a nice tight center while you breathe into the rib cage. You can keep the core tight and breathe in and create a nice huge space in your rib cage area for your lungs to fill to capacity, and then force that air out of the bottom of the lungs and force exhalation. Keep going. Breath work is really important. We're taking some extra time on the breath. It de-stresses us. None of y'all need that de-stressing right now, do you? It oxygenates our system. The more oxygen we have in our bloodstream, the more disease it pushes out of our bloodstream. We don't need any disease out of our bodies right now, do we? Hopefully you do not, and I do not either at this point. So, breath work is just fantastic. Deep breath in through those ribs, out through that open mouth, relaxed jaw. If any of you are joining us now, or you're on Facebook Live, and you're not hearing music, the reason is I have it kind of soft and I can hear mine. But for music licensing, it's just easier to say, put on some music at your house, turn on your phone, put on your Bluetooth, whatever you need to do to listen to the music that you want. I would recommend it just be soft. But hey, if you want to rock out, you rock out, my friend. All right? Okay, so now I just want you to bring those knees into a nice bent position. And I want you to have a fist width between your knees and your feet. Your toes are pointed forward. Your heels are directly out from your sits bones. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and your palms are going to be up to the ceiling. You feel the back of your hand on the mat, and you're reaching your fingertips down towards your heels. Now your sacrum is nice and wide and flat. Your lower back is up off of the mat, right? And you feel your shoulder girdle on the back of your head. Now think about lengthening your spine. Reach through your tailbone, reach through the crown of your head. Lengthen that spine. We're always working for the length of the spine and the neutral. Now within Pilates, we have our clock face, right? Xiphoid process is your 12 o'clock, pubic bone is your 6 o'clock, 3 and 9 o'clock are your, 3 and 9 o'clock are your hip crest bones, right? So the bony points of your pelvis, 3, 9, and 6, right? They need to be nice and flat. So if you put a plate on those bones, they would be beautiful and flat. Feel that sacrum. You're continuing to breathe the whole time. And now with that pelvis, we're gonna tip that forward and pull our 6 o'clock forward. Our lower back goes to the mat, and then reach it up and away. Exhale, pull it forward. Inhale away. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale away. So you're gonna be tightening up through that lower portion of your rectus abdominis, right? The core. If you walk your fingers down below that belly button, you should feel that muscle engaging as you pull your pubic bone forward. Proprioceptively, feel your lower back push down toward the mat and then lift up. You're relaxing your legs, so your quads are relaxed, your hamstrings, your glutes, because you're powering this from the pelvis. That tends to be a little bit of a difficult place for people. We're used to using our powerhouses in the legs versus in the core. All right, so I want you to balance it out into that neutral position where I started you. If you had a bowl of water on those 3 bony points of your pelvis, it would be flat. The water would be flat. Lower back off that mat. Now 3 and 9 o'clock, your hip crest bones. Visualize puppet strings going straight up to the ceiling. And you're gonna pull that 3 o'clock straight up to the ceiling. 9 o'clock comes down. Come neutral. 9 o'clock goes straight up to the ceiling. 3 o'clock pulls down. Exhale as you go up. Inhale, center. Exhale as you go up. Inhale, center. Proprioceptively, your lower back is off the mat. Lower back's off that mat, okay? This is a lower lumbar stretch, so you should feel a gentle rotation in that very low back. If you were here and I was over those hips, I'd be pushing up, pulling down, right? It's not rocking and rolling, but pushing up and pulling down. Good? All right. All right, balance out and come into your neutral position right here. Leg slide, reach your right heel out, exhale, draw it in. Left heel out, exhale, draw it in. Right heel. Now, the key to this one, push a 100-pound box away from you and pull it back to you. Push that box away, it's attached to your ankle, draw it in. There's a lot in Pilates that is about the energy that you create and that you use. It's a resistance that you find. As you draw your heel back in, you're using your hamstring. So push it away. Exhale, draw it in. Your heel should be scraping on your mat. Reach. Pull it in. Last one, balance out. If you need to get that other side, fist width between your feet, you're neutral. Legs or hip roll. Drop your knees to the right. Exhale up. Drop them left. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. You got it. So now I want you to be warming up through your obliques. All right, sides. Relax your legs and let your core draw you up. All right? And as you come center, you still have that fist width between your knees and your feet. You're pausing in each direction. All right, last one, guys. Balance out to get both sides and then hold it back center when you're there. And we're gonna lift up into a neutral bridge. Lift that 6 o'clock to the ceiling and bring it down. Your back stays straight, so sacrum lifts off, sacrum stays down. Your lower back does not touch that mat. And as you come up, you're resting on your shoulders. The weight is on your shoulders. Exhale, inhale. Now, push down into that big toe in the middle of your heel at the same time. As you push into your big toe, you will feel the recruitment of that inner thigh. All right, last one. Now, articulation bridge. Draw your pubic bone forward, 6 o'clock, and peel the spine up off that mat, one vertebrae at a time till you're on your shoulders. Start from the 6, and then from the shoulders, one vertebrae at a time comes down. Rock your pelvis to neutral. Roll it up, and roll it down. I want you to feel each vertebrae as you pick it up off of that mat. You're closing your eyes and you're really paying attention to your body movement here. Exhale, draw it forward, roll it up. You can go a little faster or a little slower if you need to, just depends on if you are more proficient in Pilates, if you've done it more, or if you are a little newer and you're just getting used to the movement. All right, last one. You're gonna roll it down, rock it into your neutral position here, right? Nice and neutral with your sacrum, and nice big arm up, and bring it back down. Snow angel arms, inhale up, exhale down. As you draw your arms down towards your hips, pretend you are swimming up from the bottom of the pool. So inhale up, exhale down, and as you bring your arms overhead, please make sure that your rib stays down. You want to keep your rib-hip connection, which means your core is engaged. If you come up here and your rib cage pops, you've completely disengaged through your center. These muscles are now no longer tight. So you've got to keep the rib down, keep it tight, keep your core engaged. And last one now, come up to the ceiling and bring it back down. Inhale overhead. Breathe it in, exhale it down. Good, breathe it in. Exhale it down. Lovely. Breathe. Again, create that nice resistance as you bring your arms down, keep those shoulders down, ribs down. And last one, come right up to the ceiling, right into arm reach. Let your shoulders come down heavy on that mat. Now reach up with the shoulder blade and pull it down. Up with the shoulder blade and pull it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Guys, your arms are just an extension of your scapula here, right? Shoulder blade, reach, exhale down. So now we're stretching the top part of our back. Breathe it up, exhale. This tends to be a very, very lazy muscle. That top across those shoulders. We tend to hunch forward with those computers, especially right now, right? We're all on these Zooms forever and a day. All right, both arms together, guys, once you've balanced out. Inhale up, exhale down. Reach those fingertips as far to the ceiling as you can. Keep your core engaged, nice and tight. Beautiful job. Last one, finish it up and bring your arms back down by your hips. Now we're gonna take that right leg up to the ceiling and just take a nice stretch. So hold here, flex your foot, and then point. So as we do class today, please don't worry about putting energy in your foot, and I'll try to remember to let you know that as well. Circle around. But a lot of times, I see people putting a lot of energy in their feet, and you don't want it there. You're working your core. Circle around the other direction. And release, switch sides. Bring it up, flex. Beautiful job. Point that toe, circle it around, just making sure to, everybody doing all right? You need anything? No? Good. Good. Listen to your body, know what you're doing. Love seeing you. Okay, bring that leg down, hold your neutral position. Right here, you're gonna bring our arms up overhead, drawing the shoulders down, making sure our ribs are down, partial. Roll up. Tap those knees and bring it down. Partial roll up. Guys, if your neck bothers you ever, what you want to do, keep going, is you want to put your hands gently behind your head, and you want to make sure that you are pushing your head down into your hands. Okay? So if you need this to release through that neck, please make sure that you take that time to do that. Hold it up there, circle those arms around and bring it down. Circle around and bring it down. Now, extension of those legs and bring it in. Extension and bring it in. Again, you can put your head all the way down on that floor here if you want, or keep it up. Either one is fine. And if you go up a little higher, it's gonna be a little less resistance. So you just choose what you need. Hips are staying neutral. Good, last one. And draw it in, bring those knees in. Nice and tight, take a nice deep breath. And set those feet back down. All right, right up into your bridge. Lift and bring it down. Now, as your hips come down, bring your arms overhead. Hips come up, press those arms down. Do it again, bring it down. You got it, reach. Last one. Good. All right, bring it down. Circle those arms around, lengthen that left leg on your mat, then extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Hips are neutral. Now here's where we don't need to put energy in that pointed toe. And depending on your length of your hamstring, you might need to bend and soften your knee. We're going into single leg circles. So circle that leg around, you want to exhale. Now, a couple keys on this one, okay? The bigger you go, right, the more resistance you're gonna get. The faster and more powerful you get in there, right, the more resistance as well. You are anchoring your center to that floor, and there's no rocking and rolling like this in our hips, right? You're anchored. Now hold and go the other direction. If you feel your hips rocking and rolling like this, you need to make sure you slow down and go smaller. If you're too anchored and it's too easy, go bigger, go faster. Your core should be getting warm in this. Good. And hold and draw that knee in, and switch legs. Again, watch your foot, watch the hammy, soften the knee if you need to, anchor from your center, and circle. You got it. Think about how you're doing. Are your hips rocking? Do you need to go slower? Do you need to go bigger? Do you need to go faster? Pay attention to how your body feels on your mat. And hold and go the other direction. I'm proud of you guys for being here this morning. It's so good. Or Marlene, I know it's this evening for you. You're ending the day here, which is awesome. And hold, draw that knee in. Please make sure, guys, you are honoring your body at all times. Draw those both knees in, take your hands in a triangle. And I want you to set them underneath your sacrum so that your tailbone is in the middle of that triangle, okay? Extension. Your hands will act like a brake. The farther down you go, the harder it is, more resistance. So if you need to stay up, that's fine. Corkscrew, right? Figure 8. You draw the legs straight to your face. Go out to the right, hold. Straight up, out to the left, straight up, out to the right, to your face, out to the left, up to your face. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It looks like this if you're looking from this direction. And up, and around, and up, and around, and up, around, up. Good? Just want to make sure you saw from that direction because a lot of times I see people like moving it all over the place. All right, last one, finish up, make sure you balance. And draw those legs in. My friends, you should be warm. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. Set those feet down. All right. Let's take those arms right back up overhead. Into that partial roll up. Good. Bring it down. Now this time, hold it up there. And we're going to hold on like a basketball. Circle around and come back center. Scrape your shoulder blades on the mat. Now again, if you need for your head and your neck, you can be here, right? You should feel this right up underneath the rib cage, top portion of your rectus abdominis. Hold it and go the other direction. Come on, you can do it. Good song. All right, guys, take it back, hold it center, and bring it all the way down. Drive those knees in. Are you ready to put in? Are you ready? Here's our Fab 5. I love this one. We're going to come up into single leg stretch. Hold here for a moment. When I bring you into the shelf position with your legs, you should feel your sacrum. Your lower back should be off of the mat because the bony points of your pelvis are neutral, right? Yes? Yes. Okay. Now, if you have a lower back problem, you're going to gently draw your knees closer to you. Do you feel how that rests your lower back on the mat? Yes. Okay? If you do not have a lower back problem, I want you to work to stay in your neutral position right here. It's a 90-degree bend in your hips, 90-degree bend in your knee. Okay? Single leg single leg stretch can be done with your head on the mat or your head coming up. Now, touch on the outside of your right leg, touch on the inside of your left, and lengthen your left. Right, so you're touching on that right, and then you're gonna switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Guys, this is not the bicycle. I love you. Mwah. No. Stretch, single leg stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Come on, reach. And you're touching, you're not pulling. Touch, touch, reach. Now balance out, come back in. Double leg stretch, extension, and draw it in. Loose U shape with your hands. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, shoulders and ribs down. Exhale, keep your knees over your hips. Inhale. If you want it harder, you're going lower. If you need your head down, you're gonna come here. If you want less resistance, go up. You got what you need? Bring it in, good. And last one, hold. Now, single leg stretch or single straight, okay? So it's inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Again, you are just touching on your legs. And hold, double leg stretch or double straight. Hips are neutral. Inhale, exhale. When you're dropping your legs, you're keeping your hips neutral. Lower back is not lifting and lowering off of that mat. I love you, keep your back neutral. Decrease your range of motion if you need to. Put your head down if you need to. Last one. Hold, bend those knees, hands come behind your head, head is down, and rotate right into crisscross. Strong breath out as you exhale, inhale. Guys, keep that knee over that hip. This is about the length of the leg and the rotation of your rib to opposite hip. Center, exhale, center pause. Keep going. I'm undoing what we normally, I'm seeing it better and better and better actually through the years. We're not doing the bicycle on these, right? They're different. It's an exhale, hold. Balance out, and you should be nice and warm and sweaty. You good? All right, guys, that was a really good core section, and you should be feeling that. Hold on to those legs, roll yourself up. Are we feeling it? How we doing? Okay, come up to a nice seated position. In this seated position, I'm gonna need a couple things. Extension of your spine is a straight back. Okay? Move the meat, feel your sit bones. Good? Lengthen through your heels. Now, some of us, depending on the length of our hamstrings, sitting tall with the legs extended is difficult. So what you need to do is either bend, but that can be harder as well, or this is the easier one, come into a crisscross applesauce. Right? Sit, crisscross. Whichever one is better for you for the extension. Now, when we come into a scooped position for our core, right, you're pulling your 6 o'clock forward, softening through that breastbone, core is tight, but now you can see my back is more rounded. Scooped position, core tight. Extension, back straight. Good? We're gonna start right here, bring our hands behind us, and just give a nice, just gentle stretch forward, flex those feet, lean forward from the chest. Beautiful. Please don't crank your neck is just relaxed. And bring it out. Now, breathe it up. Connect with your rib cage and with that breath. Breathe up. Connect with your rib cage. Exhale, good. Just want to see you better in this position. Spine is straight. And now hold here and bring those arms right in front of you. Right into spine stretch. So spine stretch, we're bending from right underneath the rib cage. Exhale. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Guys, you're bending from a natural flexion point right underneath your rib cage. It's above your waist. And it is not your hips. So I want you to think about it. I guess I kind of gotta stay here on this one, right? You're coming forward here. I'm not coming from my hip. That's my hip. This here is your natural flexion point. And bring it up. I know you're not watching too many Netflix right now, but if you were, when you sit on the couch and you relax, that's the place you're bending from. It's just your natural flexion point. Here, we're just encouraging the movement on a intention, right? Using the upper abs, not your shoulders. None of this. We're not pulling. No shoulders. I love you, but if you're feeling it in your shoulders, your neck, or your hips, you are doing it wrong, and I love you, right? All this is relaxed. It's the rib cage. Only way I can help with this, if you want to later, if you want help, take a video of yourself and send it to me. You can message me. Hold it up there. Now, 6 o'clock. Right, so now my shoulders are not moving. Find those sits bones. Exhale, drop forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulders aren't moving, so we're not coming back here, right? Shoulders are still. Pay attention. Pay attention to you and your body. Like, listen to the words I'm saying, and then move that part of your body. Draw that 6 o'clock forward. Use the lower portion of your abdominals now. You got it. Now we're gonna take it into a partial roll down. 12 o'clock, spine stretch. 6 o'clock, roll it back. Feel that on that sacrum. Keep the scoop now. Roll it up, eyes on your thighs. Feel your sits bones. Uncurl into a full extension. 12 o'clock, spine stretch. 6 o'clock, roll back onto. Yeah, you got it, beautiful. Relax your legs. Roll it up, this is your core. And uncurl from the bottom up. Rib cage, roll it. So a lot of times I will see people come here and all the way hip. We're not doing that, right? It's not the hip movement of the big old swan dive up. Rib cage, 6 o'clock. Keep the 6 o'clock pulled forward, roll it up. Uncurl, yes, last one. Promise we'll get to a full roll down, full roll up. Later at the end of the class, roll it up. Now bring your arms out nice and wide. Stay where you are. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. Shoulders down, spine twist. Rotate opposite rib to opposite hip and come center. Rotate. You have a dowel rod behind your back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, look at that back hand. Inhale, center. Take your opposite rib to your opposite hip like you're wringing a towel out. Right in your center. As you come back to the center, lift your head to the ceiling, right? Exhale, rotate, inhale, sit tall. Now, if you want to add some power into this, it's exhale, exhale, inhale. Drive that head to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate, inhale, drive it up. Your sits bones are staying still on that mat. And balance it out for you. And come back center and bring it down. Roll the shoulders back. All right, you ready? Breathe it up. Exhale, come down. You're gonna hold it right here. Come into a goalpost arms. All right? Shoulders down. Bring it in. Now, squeeze your elbows and your hands like you've got a $100 bill between them. Open up. Exhale, squeeze. Open. Squeeze. Keep going. Your hip flexors feeling it? You're sitting crisscross applesauce if you need to. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. All right, as you come back in and hold, guys, you were holding a $100 bill or whatever dollar bill you want to put between your hand and your elbow. Now you're going to drive it up and bring it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. If it's getting hard, it's supposed to. It doesn't seem like it should, does it? You don't even have any weights. This is one of the funnest exercises to do just because of how people are like, oh my gosh. It does, it gets your chest. All right, you ready? You're gonna hold it up. Up, 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 come on. Now go higher. Smile. Are you sitting tall? Go up higher. Did you let go of that bill? Because if you did, I get it. Are you ready? Percussive breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Come on, you can do it. Come on. And release. Whoa. I love those. Open up. Hopefully you felt that. Good? Okay. Swing it around. Let's get into quadruped. All right, so in quadruped here, you want to make sure that your knee is underneath your hip and that your wrist is underneath your shoulder. I'm exaggerating, but we don't want to be here. You're unstable, then it's easier just to let your lower back and to lose your neutral position. You want to be stable in a beautiful table. right? 90 degree, 90 degree. All right, now, even pressure on your hands and your knees, right? All four, you're distributing your weight evenly. You feel the top of your feet on your mat? Now, no sagging and no arching. So you're going to lengthen your tailbone and pull through the crown of your head. Good? All right, find the length in the spine. Now belly button the spine. Keep that tight. Keep this engaged. Beautiful job. Connect with your breath. As you breathe in through that nose, open out those ribs. As you exhale, feel that core really engage. You're keeping focus on that breath work. Now you should be looking at the end of your mat. The reason is I want your neck to be nice and long. No creases in your neck. And if you're here, you talk like this. If you have your head up here, you talk like this. Right? Know that. Love you. Just keep your neck long. Right? You can talk because nobody's, talk. Talk loud. See if you can talk normal. You're good. All right, now, I want you to tuck your toes under. Okay? Tuck the toes. And I want you to pull your knees up off the mat 1 inch. Look down. Did you see? Is it 1 inch? And then go back to neutral. And then drop them down. So oftentimes I would say people lift your knees and then they're up here. I'm like, no, that's not an inch, dude. Like the inch is down here. Back straight, core tight. And bring it down. Okay, keep going. So this is option 1, right? You just stay right here. Good? Option 2, we're gonna come up and we're just gonna drive the hip down and we're gonna come back and hover. And then drop the hip, come back and hover, hold. Are you neutral? And bring it down. Do it again. Bring them up, drop the hip, come center, hold, knees are up, drop it down, and hold. Bring it down. How'd you do it? You good? All right, bring those knees up 1 inch. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Drop the butt. Come center. 1 inch. Drop the butt. Come center, hold. Down dog. Woo! Drop those heels, guys. Draw the shoulders to your hips. Press forward with that chest towards your thighs. Your head should be between your arms and your shoulders pulling down to your hips. Belly button strong and dropping those heels to the floor. Nice deep breath. Good. Now bring it back into your quadruped. Drop it down. Find that neutral. Good. And lengthen right arm, left leg. Now, even distribution again of weight on your hand and your knee. Hip is down, so you're neutral. Shoulder blade pulling to your hip, but lengthen. Right? Don't sink. Don't arch. Just reach. Reach, 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 reach. And switch. This is an incredibly important movement, exercise, whatever you want to call it. You can also do one arm, one leg at a time. Even distribution of weight on the hand and the knee, and then reach, holding that shoulder blade down. Come on, reach. Belly button to spine. Nice long neck. Lovely. Your kids are home, your hubby's home, you can ask them how you look. And if you're neutral, bring it in. Switch sides. Now, I love doing this part. Okay, so you find your neutral, even distribution of weight in your hand and leg, lengthen. Now option, pick your foot up off that floor, relaxing the foot, belly button to spine, and balance, even pressure now on your knee and your hand. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? So if you're fussing around, it's okay, I get it. We all do. But the beauty of this is it challenges your balance, right? And it works those inner stabilizer muscles. And because you're so close to the floor, there's not a fear factor of falling. Bring it in, switch sides. Feet down. Reach. Draw the shoulder blade down. Find your length. Even distribution of weight. Pick up that foot if you want. And again, relax that foot. Relax the foot. Drawing the shoulder. Come on, find your length. You also might find that one side is more stable than another. Energy is in your center here. Beautiful job. Bring it in. And let's sit it back into child's pose. Beautiful. Come up on those fingertips. And as you're in child's pose, I want you to really feel the rib cage moving on your thighs as you breathe in. Set those hands down and relax them. Roll your wrists around if you need to. But as you breathe in, you should feel the ribcage opening in your thighs. Exhale, you should feel that nice close of the ribcage and the tightening of your center. Inhale, open the ribs. Exhale. Use this breath to stretch your back as well, okay? All right, we're gonna take this down all the way onto our belly now, all the way prone. Bring our arms down around us. Now, it's really important in the prone position, right? That what you do is reach your toes. They're about shoulder width apart. You're not out here, dude, you're here. You don't need them touching, just neutral. And then, most important, pull the 6 o'clock forward. Anchor that 6 o'clock pubic bone to your mat, because that engages the lower portion of your rectus abdominis, which protects your lower back. And when we're doing spinal extension, it's important that your lower back isn't like, because you're not stabilizing through your hips to protect it, okay? So palms are down on the mat, 6 o'clock's forward, rib cage is down, rolling those shoulders back and down, and lengthening again through your head and through your tailbone. Feel the length of your body here, guys. Nice deep breath. Here you're feeling the rib cage move on that mat, which is lovely. So feel that proprioception. So much of this is paying attention to your body and how you feel and where you're moving. All right, we're gonna go right up into flight 1. So upper body extension. If I was looking at you, I'd make sure that your feet were on your mat, that the top of your foot was touching that mat. I would also be looking to see that your eyes were at the end of your mat, so that your neck was nice and long. As you lift up, keep going. You're really pushing through the top of your head. Reach the top of your head as far away from you as you possibly can. Really important, okay? Really important place there. Cool. Sharon, you liking the big screen? All right, we're good over here, guys. All right, so lengthening, you should feel this. Again, if you feel it in your lower back at all, what you're gonna do is pull that pubic bone forward. Just anchor it in. Anchor it in. Good. As I awkwardly come over and come back down. All right, hold it down when you get there. Flight 2, squeeze the glutes and lift the thighs up off the mat. Bring it down. Inhale up, exhale down. So you're squeezing your glutes, anchoring the 6 o'clock to that mat. Use the butt, right, and reach the toes away from you as you lift up. Inhale up, exhale down. This is all about the butt. You should not feel this in your lower back at all. One more. All right, now let's get both together, flight 1 and 2. Inhale up, reach through that middle finger, bring it down. Inhale up, If you have your knees bent, then you need to have your feet up by your butt, because then in that plank, your weight is on your thigh, not your kneecap. Okay? Or you might be here. Shoulders roll, pull that 6 o'clock forward. You also might be up here. Right? Again, same thing. And I know my shirt is like not doing me any favors here on this, but right, you're keeping at 6 o'clock pull forward, shoulders back. Or you're here in a full plank. Shoulders, hips. Keep that beautiful length. Yes? All right, we love planks. So this is called battering ram. You're gonna rock forward on your toes, back on your heels. If you are on your knees, lengthen your right. So go forward on the toe, back, come center. Left leg, forward, back, center. Okay? So you just choose whatever one. Inhale, exhale. A moving plank is always the best. All right, press into those heels. Now, options, guys, you can stay right here. Or I'm going to challenge you a little bit. Walk your hands out a few inches and holds. No butts up, butts down. And then bring it underneath you. Woo! Feel that? Bring it out, hold. Strong shoulders. Bring it in. Woohoo! Regular plank feels a lot less challenging. Come out, hold, and bring it in. Lovely. Drop those knees. You got it. 1 second on this child's pose, and then we're going to switch it around. Bring it up. All right, roll it over. Now, take it to that seat. I know I'm intentionally leaving out that sideline today on time. And we got the inner thigh, we got some work on the outer thigh, so you're good. We worked the obliques as well. So, start with a partial roll down. All right, ready? 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and roll it up. 12, 6, relax your shoulders. There's that core, scoop. Okay, now, if you want to, go down a little farther. Rib cage, 6 o'clock, come down farther. Roll it up. Find the point that is good for you, okay? Because if you get to a point and you're like, oh, I can't get back up, and you're like, ugh, you went too far. I love you, okay? So you want to get to a point where it's challenging for you to get back up again, but you can do it in a slow, controlled manner. And in good form. Here we go. A full roll down if you want it. Again, guys, this is a slow and controlled movement. Feeling one vertebrae off that spine, off that mat. Here we go. If you find yourself getting down and doing this, or doing this, I love you, you went too far. Form, watch your form. Stay with where you're strong. All right? All right, so my class loves this one. No cheating. This is called the 1 inch challenge. All right, so 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and you're gonna hold. You're gonna relax your legs and your feet. You're gonna make sure all your energy is right here. You're pulling your 6 o'clock forward. Your shoulders and arms are relaxed. Your head and neck is relaxed. It's all here, baby. Now, pull your 6 o'clock forward. Go down 1 inch. Go down 1 inch. You good? You got it? Go down 1 inch. Now, you might be getting here and saying, I can't go 1 inch, I need to go 5 to 10. That's fine. Find that space where it's good for you. Down. Down. Pull that 6 o'clock forward. Down. And down. Now we're just going to release it. Now, I love you. We got to go back up again. You ready? You do not have a rope to lift you up. Your core is engaged right here. Ribs are down. Exhale. Come up. And hold. Relax your legs. Pull your 6 o'clock forward. Come on, up 1 inch. Again, you might need 5 to 10. That's fine. Come up. Come up. Come up. No cheating. Come on. Come on, you should be feeling this. Come on. Stand up. And bring it all the way. Woo! Nice job. Breathe it up. Exhale down. We're at time. We gotta start that stretch. Nice big one. Exhale it out. Give it one more. Breathe it up. All right, now hold it here. Guys, hands at your hips. I want you to just gently lean in. So keep that straight back. Move from the chest, and again, lengthen your head and neck. Please don't reach your chin. Right, just keep your neck nice and long. Again, you should be able to talk. Stay where you are. I'm just gonna switch in. I want to see you. I've seen you in my mind's eye, I promise. Really open through that chest, belly button spine. I'm proud of you today. You did awesome. Take those legs out nice and wide. Find your sits bones and sit up on your sits bones. Okay? Lean forward into this. Please make sure you give me comments, questions, suggestions, anything you need. I was saying this is my last class. We will be continuing. I will definitely be here next week. And I'd love to hear from you if this is something that you are enjoying, you want me to keep doing. I kind of probably need to make some decisions around it. Seeing as I was hoping, right, by week 4 we would be out of this quarantine life, but as it seems, rotate, take it down. Apparently I still need to have more conversations with my children, and that's why we have to keep having quarantine life. No, I'm kidding. I say that, but honestly, like some of the conversations I've had with my kiddos, oh my word, in this season have been the most precious. Not necessarily easy conversations, but they just have been precious. I just enjoyed my time. I wish my oldest was home. He's not, but my other two, I have a senior and I have a freshman, so draw it in. My senior is a little bit more to process this year than my freshman. Bring it up. We were talking about that last night. There's a lot of loss in this year, isn't there? For a lot of people. So draw that up and just hold. You should feel that into your butt, hip, piriformis, and let's take that right arm across and sit up nice and tall. Please make sure you comment there, guys, and let me know how you're doing, how you enjoyed class, didn't enjoy it, eat anything, and where you at, how are you? Are there any ways that you can put down that we could be serving you more, or suggestions that you have, or ways that you are serving? I'd love to hear some of that stuff. All right, so pat yourself on the back. Good, pat yourself on the back, you deserve it. Are you making sure? Okay. There are some key vitamins, minerals that y'all need to be getting. Breathe it up. You switch that leg, exhale it out. You need to make sure you're getting your vitamin C, right? Take that left arm across. We're gonna do this. Nice and tall. You need to be getting your vitamin D. And I will not recommend any but one product because I know the bioavailability of this particular product. I know the efficacy of this product. I know the sourcing of this product. And I also happen to know that there are many, many, many products out there that are not bioavailable. So I don't know if you know that in the supplements that you take. There are many companies, surprise, surprise, that are out there just for your money. They're not actually out there for their supplement to do much for you. That made me so mad when I learned that. But you have to be careful with what you're doing and what you're taking. A friend did sorry that I know this is, well, we're getting towards lunch, so you're okay right now, roll the shoulders. You can relax those legs down. A friend of mine did a research study of porta potty companies in my area, here in the Chicagoland area. And so this is somebody that I know, and this was something that she did. And take that ear to shoulder, reach away from you, pull your head up into your hand. The biggest complaint that these porta potty companies have, the supplements at the bottom. They are so undigested, go to the other side. They are so undigested that you can still read the Centrum label and other things. Maybe I shouldn't say a name in there, but let that sink in. Porta potty companies, like not just one, their biggest complaint is the supplements at the bottom of their containers. Take that right leg forward. Let's go into a nice runner stretch. Let that sink in. Why is that? That's because the supplements that people are taking are not digesting or dissolving into the body. Okay, so you wanted to, maybe some people want to spend less on their, I shouldn't say you, that's why I changed that. Drop that back knee, and I want you just to come up onto that front leg, stay shifting your weight in, and bring it up, open up. Yeah, but porta potty companies saying that their biggest complaint is because the vitamins that people want to take, and they might be less expensive, the ones I have are not expensive, but open out and shift it back. And, no weight on that front leg, weight on your back leg. So people are taking them, but they're going out the same way that they're coming in. That makes me so mad. So, please make sure, if you don't want to ask me, switch legs, make sure your knee is over your foot. If you don't want to ask me what I take, please make sure you do your research that the company that you're taking can prove. Not by reading your label. I love you. People put lots of stuff on their label, and it's either not understandable or it's not correct, honestly. So don't just look at a label and go, oh, it looks nice. Yeah, of course it looks nice. They're not going to put something out there that looks bad. Breathe it up. Make sure they have the science to prove. It's really important, because if they don't, then you're just pooping it out the same way you swallowed it in. And switch sides. So why am I telling you need these things? Vitamin D is essential, vitamin C is essential, and zinc right now is essential. So switch that. Again, lengthen, but bring your weight on that back leg, abs straight. These three are proven to be really, really, really helpful against coronavirus. So guys, that's really important, right? Our prevention. I was on a webcast the other day, a webinar, and the gentleman was in the screen, if a pandemic isn't going to make us healthier, what is? So, a few simple things that are not expensive, right, to bless your body and your health, exhale, and to protect you and those you love. One more time, round your back up is a really key thing to do. Exhale it out. I love you all. Thank you for being here this morning. This evening for my sister who is in South Africa. I love you. Please remember, Whole Athlete Live. I thought that was weird at first. My hair's all over the place. Live for Lives, right? So donate. My people, if you want to go over there and donate, that's fine. I'm going to stick around for a few minutes, so if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let me know. We can chat for a couple minutes. If you want to know about those supplements, I'm probably going to stop my recording here, but I'm happy to chat with you there. Prevention is important, and we can't just boost our immune system all of a sudden. It's something that you need to make a practice in your life, and it is not a practice that you want to take lightly. This is your body, and this is your health. Your health is your best asset. The healthier you are, the more you are going to be able to live the life that God has made you to live. And my friends, that is so important. I love when my sister's taking her vitamins. Yay! Yes. I mean, it's so important, really, honestly. Just do those simple things. And for me, it's about those simple things. It's not about the big, If you're doing the simple things every day, you're going to see the results that you need. I promise. So, live well, love well, and make sure that you are just taking time to be grateful today for all that you have, all that you are. You are blessed to be working out because you are healthy and strong. So you're blessed, you are powerful, and I pray that you go out there and you make a difference in the world around you because you're taking care of you. I was talking to my son about that last night. There's such a balance in it, isn't it? About, you've got to take care of yourself, but you have to take care of other people. Sometimes it's okay for it to be all about you because you need, if somebody is sick, right? Or even internally, emotionally, all that stuff, it's okay. But then there comes a season where it's okay for it to be all about somebody else. But then so much of life is the balance of in between, which is discerning, right? And not just putting ourselves in front all the time. Or the other person in front all the time. Self-care, that's